before, you have felt the terror, known the madness, lived the horror. But this is the one you've been screaming for. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Jason is back. He moves like a shadow, dark and silent.
Sorry, you changed your mind?
He never utters a word. He doesn't even seem to breathe.
Where the hell's the corkscrew?
He simply, mindlessly, mercilessly kills. But now, Jason's reign of terror is over. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Jason's unlucky day.
Numbers in the NFL are 3, 7, 10, and 14.
You know how we do in Detroit, son? We do nothing but win.
Ready
I'm ready.
to bite some kneecaps. Ah!
Who's got it better than we do?
Nobody. It's a close game.
The Taylor Heineke life. Yeah.
I love this pick. Tampa has been overrated all season long, and the people who make the books are still on this. They got blown out by Blake Purdy. Can Justin Jefferson be stopped? I don't know.
If you want to be part of the show. Hey, Tinker's a Bills fan, though, so.
He is a Bills fan. Josh Allen's a boyfriend. The spread's the way to go. You just have to know how to bet it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of, which way are we going? Math versus Smash. This guy right here.
Who was the modern day Bo Jackson? Be Derrick Henry, right?
That's who I would have said. Like, if with a full head of steam, who catches him? But obviously Bo Jackson is an exaggeration in a Tecmo Bowl, but it's a similar thing.
I just thought about that while he was running. I was like,
I wonder if anyone has like the infinite juke glitch in Game Day 97 with Barry Sanders. And he would always tear his hamstring.
and you that video of Greg Jennings when
they had the one animation where the guy's running down
yeah.
with his hamstring torn.
Oh man,
you're trying to run 99 yards with a torn hamstring. Oh man,
the last big run like that I actually saw was Derrick Henry. He had that 98-yard run 4 or 5 years ago when he was still with the Titans.
Yeah. Well, last week was another mediocre week for the model. Went 3-3.
Not so great for this guy. 5-7.
I stand by the Philly pick. Philly should have won that game. They really gave it away. The Giants are just going to the they're going to the do not bet pile because you can't you can't decide who they are week to week. Also, they're down to like Wan'Dale Robinson as their number one wide receiver. Like they might not have an offense going.
That's it. That's the worst part is like there's got to be a better receiver that they could get out there.
They could bring Odell Beckham back.
I doubt, but like, I mean, he just get hurt the first play, right? Like,
Well, he's
got to
not
be somebody like. I think nothing is Wan'Dale. He's a fine slot receiver, but like, I feel bad for Jackson Dart because he's brought a different level of like energy, I guess you'd say, to the offense. But
let's have to run the ball a lot.
Cam Scatterbo can't be your leading receiver every game.
Tyrone Tracy will be back too, which will help. But even so, I think the Giants are a bad bet going forward. And then Baltimore just has bottomed out. I thought maybe they'd try to at least play good defense against Houston. But Houston looked like they wanted to make a statement that game. I think everyone is using Baltimore to make a statement this year.
Is John Harbaugh, if they bottom out big time? Oh, Kevin's on.
Woo!
Is John Harbaugh on the hot seat?
Yes.
Not because I mean, he's obviously done a great job, but like,
it's like Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Eventually, both sides got to part ways and start again.
He'd be a hot commodity for anybody.
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, I think everyone just needs a new start. I think Lamar needs a new offensive strategy. For
the 7th time in his career.
Well, no, not really though. I mean, he's always been under Jim Harbaugh though.
Yeah, I just like I don't know what to make of Baltimore, especially with Lamar out. I don't know. They're clearly not as good on defense as they were advertised.
They were bad at the start of the season last year, though, too, and kind of came around. But I don't think they will this year. I think Baltimore might be sunk, or at least
come back from 1-4. Yeah,
it'd be really hard to bet on them for a while. So yeah. Whereas Dallas continues to be a house on offense, Indianapolis continues to be a great bet each week. And hey, we saw the Jacksonville game ended. So
yeah, the Rams and Jacksonville were two teams I was not buying last week, but I don't know, man.
The Rams lost though. We talked about this.
Yeah, they did, but like
home to San Francisco with no like talented players. I think they should have been able to take that. I know it's divisional. It's tough. It's like Tomlin magic, but
yeah,
regardless.
I just thought I don't know. Like they played tighter than I thought they would. I missed the under on that game. Which is amazing somehow. But yeah, I mean it was a rough week for me, and we'll see. This week it kind of burned me in the ESPN league. I went from the 99th percentile to the 89th percentile.
It happens that fast, man.
Happens that fast.
But we'll get winners this week, and I think we still get good advice last week. I think there was a lot of volatility in the NFL, as there always is. This is kind of a rat line.
Rat line at 7. I wish it was 6.5.
I mean, I make Philly good up to 9 probably in this game if Philadelphia shows up and if the Giants don't have any skill players. Like, how do the Giants score on Philadelphia? I think it's gonna be really difficult.
Even at 40.5, I'm kind of leaning the under.
Or Philly,
obviously,
Philly did have something. I mean, we can do a live look in Philadelphia, see how it's going.
Wait, raise your hand if your team won this week.
Yep, I'm going to count that as a dub.
Okay.
Big, meaty dub.
Max, where's your...
Jake's team didn't win yet.
Max, where's your hand?
Team didn't win yet. Your team didn't win either.
Did you not listen to the sports podcast that we're doing? We won because all the teams around us in the draft happened to win.
We won because the Chiefs lost.
Max, so your hand wasn't raised. Is there an issue?
Poor Tom too, man. Like I feel like he was like really let down.
It was a tough game, but no one stays undefeated forever. Philly needed a wake up call. Buffalo needed a wake up call. I feel
Barkley's questionable heading into the weekend. I'm gonna have to watch that for one of my fantasy teams.
He'll be fine. I like -7 here. I like it up to 9. I think 7.5, it starts to get a little too much in a divisional game, but I think if you only have to win by a touchdown, you at least get the push.
I guess he got a good point there. I'm just going the money line. I know the Eagles are going to win this game. The question is how. The Giants came out and they're like, you don't want to be the team that Saquon Barkley gets hot against, and I agree with that. But I don't know, man. Is this the season that their dysfunctionality finally catches up to them?
I really think there's one team that could save the Giants, or one player. Call the man in. Call him in.
No, they're like, listen,
No, I think Jackson Dart's pretty good, or at least serviceable as an NFL quarterback in comparison to what they were working with, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he's an upgrade over anything.
And so what's there's Russ Wilson.
But Jameis too. I mean, he's an upgrade over Jameis.
He's not an upgrade over Jameis.
He's an upgrade over Jameis.
No one's an upgrade over Jameis. The fact that Joe Flacco got picked up before Jameis Winston is a damn.
Well, they called, and the asking price for Jameis is too high.
For Cincinnati, of course it is. Anything's too high for Cincinnati. They can't even play their own players, let alone the new one.
Until the Eagles start winning in
decisively,
convincing fashion, I'm just gonna stick to the money line on him, man.
Fair enough.
International game, but I don't think it really matters.
I think Broncos can cover this spread. Again, without the Giants having any home field advantage, being better coached. I think Sean Payton's been international a couple times with the Saints. I think he'll be fine.
I'm not going to bet the spread because it's 7.5.
It's another one I like up to 9, honestly. It's another, I like it up to 9. So 7.5 is a little high. I think you might, looks like it might go to 8 though, honestly. Oh no, it looks like it'll go to 7 or to maybe 7 again.
The one thing I'll say is that one of the Broncos linebackers is hurt, but I don't think it's going to matter. The Jets look like they are dysfunctional.
Yeah, you could just get this in the fact that the Jets could, blow a huge penalty or fumble the ball or any other than 900 things they've done to lose games.
They've been playing sloppy football, which shame on Aaron Glenn. That's on the coach.
43.5 gives you plenty of room for the cover too. I think it's fine. I think 7.5 is fine, but I understand holding. I'd like 7 or 6.5 better, but you don't always get it right. So
yeah, you can't. 6.5 would be great here. I'd just at 7.5. I don't know. There are too many questions too with Bo Nix about turning the ball over.
That's true. The Jets could cover on the same thing I just said about because Bo Nix is still inaccurate as all get out. That's the one problem. So,
and I don't. There's no chance that the Jets win this game, but there's nothing saying that on an international field it can't be, a field goal game,
or someone trips or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is
right here. Play the clip.
Oh, where's my boy?
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Raiders. Let's raid the touchdown zone. This is our team. Go Colts! Hey!
How many takes do you think that took?
1, dude. The man's a professional.
Oh my God.
Raid the touchdown zone? Are you kidding me? Who comes up with these things? Raid the touchdown zone? I wonder what the Cardinals one will be. Peck their eyes out?
Peck is something. I don't know. I don't like the Cardinals. Kyler's questionable heading into the weekend.
If Kyler plays and is fully healthy, I kind of like +7 just because this is where you bet Kyler Murray. The backdoor cover is wide.
Backdoor cover is a Kyler Murray special. Marvin Harrison looks like he might be a bust.
Starvin' Marvin.
I
don't know if he's a bust.
You think as long as Kyler Murray's throwing to him, he will be though?
It's not like Kyler Murray's ever made any other receiver good, right? Like Chris Kirk was never that good. Like they always use him outside. Like they continue to use him as an outside receiver. They don't do anything to scheme him open in any way, shape, or form.
I like.
And they're still down running backs. Last week's running back wasn't very good. I don't know.
With the disarray that they have and the fact their coach is under some heat right now, I'm not on them even at +7, even though I'm kind of leaning that way. But the Colts covered by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, what is happening is that the books have Indianapolis at a higher power tier than I do. I make this a 6-point game. I don't want to be caught. I don't want to be the one caught with my pants down with Indianapolis.
You're just waiting for the shoe to drop.
Well, not drop, but even so, it's like they came in ranked at a certain way for a reason, right? And I mean, so I can't be that over exaggerated to put them up that much higher. Like I don't want to be the buy high. Let someone else be the buy high.
Hey, can we talk about Jonathan Taylor for Offensive Player of the Year though?
You know who's actually getting talked about a lot is JSN.
I know, but like I think that Taylor deserves consideration, man. Like he's had a hell of a season.
What would you have?
He's got to be in the top 10.
Yeah, he's 3-1. He's second. It's Puka. It goes Puka, Taylor, McCaffrey, Bijan.
Okay.
St. Brown's in there too. I guess St. Brown and JSN are in the same round, around 16-1 to 20-1.
St. Brown's had a hell of a season too.
It's been really effective. He really has been.
I like the Colts to cover here. I think Danny Dimes has resuscitated his career with a great football coach. They've schemed around him, which a team should do with a quarterback. And
everything in the spot says the Colts should dominate this, which is why it's a rat line. I don't like it.
That's how they backdoor you.
That's how they get you.
We talked about this before the show. Dallas's offense. Oh man. Wow. What a surprise. I hate, and we're going to have to deal with nothing but Dallas talk until they prove otherwise.
I want 2.5. I just think, they're making you pay so much. They're making you pay 20 cents for 0.5 points, dude. They're big. Ugh. There's something about the Carolina Panthers at home, man. Maybe Rico Dowdle revenge game gets 3 touchdowns this week.
Rico Dowdle's Rico Dowdle. And I know he had a great game last week, but nah. Cowboy, I'd take this up to 6.5. No problem.
If you're playing the 1:00 slate or you're playing the full slate, you'll want parts of this game no matter what, though. It's a 50-point game. It's one of the highest totals of the week. So in DFS, this will be something you want.
Stay away from Bryce, though.
Yeah, don't play Bryce. Don't play Bryce. Play the running game and play probably Dallas's. I like Dallas's tight end, maybe a cheap receiver, maybe Dak. Maybe just play Dak.
Dak's expensive.
Yeah, but maybe that makes him a good play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody's ready. Nobody's
on him.
No one's ready to pay $7,000 for Dak yet. I've done that with McCaffrey before.
Is there any way the Panthers win this game?
Sure.
You think so?
They've won a lot of weird games at home.
I guess.
They beat the Lions at home when they were supposed to I don't know. They're just weird games, man. Carolina on the road, sure, but Carolina at home for whatever reason, they're just tricky. And I think either Dallas has a coming out party here or they fall on their face, right? It could be one or the other.
I'd bet on the coming out party side.
Fair enough. I don't want to bet it. I don't want the game.
I am who I am for a reason. It's just about the better football team. The Dolphins laid an egg last week in a game that they were winning at the half pretty decisively. However, I stick a fork because I think at this point they're finally done.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20. That was critical.
It's critical.
Somebody, when he gets fired, somebody's going to get one hell of an offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll be fine. He just needs to not be a head coach or just not in that environment, right? I don't know. Maybe that's not a good environment.
Maybe not. They're already saying they're going to cut Tyreek at the end of the season, which is a smart move. They actually look better without Tyreek. Hey, low key Waddle, if you can get him like last week for $5,600, this might be a good play.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up, because he is getting the fair share of targets. And A-Chain, I like, he's still the man. It's not like they don't have weapons. Waller has resuscitated his career in 2 games.
See, that's why I say anyone can lose to the Panthers at home, right? Miami, kind of similar to Dallas, offensive juggernaut at times with issues on defense. And what did Panthers do? They ran the ball so much that it didn't matter how good Miami's offense was.
Valid. I just like Chargers are gonna play.
Plus, you're talking about the Chargers down 4 linemen traveling across country to Miami.
I don't think that'll matter. I just think that they're going to play mistake-free football, control the game, and come out on top by a touchdown.
If Herbert can get the ball out,
he will.
Maybe. I hope they get better. I mean, I think the Chargers are a team I'll be bet on eventually, but until that offensive line gets healthy, I think it's an ugly time to be a Chargers fan.
It is a sieve, but like the Dolphins are just not good enough.
Yeah, their defense is probably not good enough to take care of it.
This should be. Oh man,
it's insane. It's insane. That's the line.
The Steelers. The only thing that makes me wary about betting the spread here and not just the money line. The Steelers do not have a dynamic offense by any means, but I don't think that's going to matter against the Cleveland Browns.
You have 2 things really going against you in this instance as part of this bet. 1, Tomlin bad as a home favorite. 2, you're asking for more than 3.5 points in a game that's only slated for 38.5 or 37.5. But here's the reason why you still have to bet it.
Oh, mama, I can hear you crying. You're so scared and all alone.
And I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. It's voodoo, dude. Like
it's fucking voodoo magic. Over 500 every year.
Aaron Rodgers is still not surpassed 230 yards in a game. Their defense looks suspect. I don't think that matters against Cleveland, but their defense still looks suspect.
I think the Steelers might be a really good play in DFS this week in defense. I think they might be able to sack Gabriel at least 6 times.
I will say this. Gabriel looked better than Flacco did.
Okay, Flacco's going to start in another sideline. So
yeah, dude, I can't believe it's the second. Never mind. It's wild to me. Now the Browns, I'll say this: they are clearly rebuilding, and if they can get
how is Cincinnati do not look like
off the books?
How is Cincinnati not look like the biggest idiot in the world though? They took a quarterback in division. Like if someone's selling you a quarterback in division, clearly they're not very good.
But hey, the Steelers got this in the bag. You know what? It's my stone cold lock of the week.
This is Carl Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my stone cold lock of the century. I'm not allowed to say the name because someone copyrighted it.
Steelers got this.
I think so too. I mean, at the very least, it's good up to 7, right? They should be favored by this much. The Cleveland Browns are that bad.
Now, if they're not the team that I think they are, but I don't know. They're starting to make me believe. That's all.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they are what they are. Oof.
Yeah, I don't like 7.5. If this were 6.5.
Rams coming off a loss, traveling to Baltimore, and need to be a 7-point winner. Feels heavy to me.
Right here for the parlay, but I just don't like. If it were 6.5, I'd be laying the spread to the Rams all day.
I don't think
Baltimore's bad.
I think you're pretty safe to play against the Ravens as long as Cooper Rush is their quarterback, or anyone for that matter. That's anyone out there. Maybe if Jameis. There you go.
You have famous Jameis with the Ravens,
dude. Him and Zay Flowers, just let him rip.
Let him rip downfield. I don't know. I just I'm so surprised that John Harbaugh doesn't have the Ravens going. How is Derrick Henry not getting the ball 20 times while Lamar's hurt? I don't know. Is their offensive line that bad? Question mark?
They've had 2 offensive linemen I think that were hurt from the from the beginning of the season. I think since then they just haven't been able to gel.
Whoever their defensive coordinator is should probably get fired at the end of the season, even if they somehow like bounce back. Like, this is embarrassing for them.
It's not very good.
Is there
I
any
don't
way
want to bet this game? This
is
game is really
over?
hard.
At 7.5, do you want the over at 44.5?
I mean, the Rams could score 40 on Baltimore. Look how poorly they played last week.
Yeah, I didn't like. So I guess maybe if somebody wants to like play this live and see the,
You know how I'd rather play this? Rams alts. Give me Rams minus 14 at like 3-1.
and really let it fly. Really let it fly.
Well, if the Rams are going to win, they're either going to win by very little or a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like one of the two. With the Rams, there's still some question marks, but I was actually impressed with how they played, even though they lost. Like they played San Francisco really, 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 really tight, and San Fran's defense is still good. So I think they got this in the bag as a win.
All right, I think that's fair.
This is my favorite game of the week.
Again, this is just like Indianapolis. Am I really going to be the one stuck carrying the bag with Drake May and the Patriots? And like they could fumble 4 times.
They could. Coming off a big victory,
going into the Superdome, and the Saints are bad, but they're still competitive.
Yeah. Man, do I want this to be 2.5 points?
It's too high. It's too high. It's too damn high.
That's where I like it. I want it 2.5. Patriots win. I just don't want it more than a field goal, I guess. Like
that's what it is. The Patriots win. They're going to make you pay. They're not going to pay you out for the more likely outcome.
If you want to go over under, I go under here, especially at a plus 100 value.
Patriots defenses can be got though.
Yeah, they can, but the Saints don't have an offense to really like do that, right?
Well, what's the one dude who just runs straight? It's not Rashad. The one guy who just runs straight down the field. He's good.
Oh, Rashid Shaheed or whatever.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed.
The quarterback's got to get him the ball.
Another time we could bring in Jameis.
He already played for the Saints.
Bring him back.
This is an interesting football game that we're going to see two teams that I'm surprised by mix it up.
Duval.
I'm impressed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the Seahawks coming west to east, I like them to win this football game by more than 1.5 points for sure.
Yeah. I will say I've been distracted by October and the things going on, but I know that the Smokers Lounge, the Discord, really hit on Trevor Lawrence 2 touchdowns. I think that was a really bit. They laddered the touchdowns, and I think they did really well on that bet. So 2 touchdown bets with quarterbacks can be interesting sometimes. And that was
the only one that I like laying that ever is Justin Fields. So,
and Jacksonville just doesn't have a very good like goal line running back, right? So that's why you get weird stuff like a Trevor Lawrence push. But yeah, I mean, I like Jacksonville in this game. This is probably me holding the bag with Trevor Lawrence.
You think he turns into a pumpkin this week finally?
He could turn into a pumpkin. Seattle's defense is really good. It's fundamentally sound. Sam Darnold's playing pretty well. I just think Seattle coming off – who did they play last week? I'm blanking. We were just talking about this. They just lost to Tampa, right? So
they just lost to Tampa, but that was a scrappy game, man. I mean, and Tampa
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so they gave it all they got. Now they got to travel all the way to fucking hot-ass Jacksonville. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know how Jacksonville wins this game.
Jaguars picks, they say they have the best draft in the entire NFL. Are you surprised to hear that?
Certainly not. The first year we took it to the limit. And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
It's been
couple minutes from the beach.
That's the key to that whole interview.
How many? Well, here's the other part. Growing up in Ludington, we heard that phrase a lot. Well, it's a couple minutes from the beach.
Yeah, I was 5 minutes from the beach, but I was also 1 minute from the industrial park. What does that make me?
I didn't like. I believe more in the Jaguars than I do the Seahawks. I think that Sam Darnold is still Sam Darnold, and the Jaguars defense played really well last week against.
Yeah, I mean I think that's what's being like missed in all of this is how well Jacksonville's defense has been playing.
Yeah, maybe they're finally rounding out. Maybe Walker has finally just turned into the stud that they drafted. I don't know. I just like
if they had a true quarterback like Blake Bortles, they would be a
oh my god,
they'd be a playoff contender.
Blake Bortles. Ripping heaters.
Ripping heaters, working construction. What do you do when you wake up? I don't know. Piss.
I just think out of the two teams, there are a lot of question marks, but I still think I guess I'm starting to lean towards Jacksonville being better than advertised. I can't wait till they have to play the Colts, man.
See, this is one of those instances actually where I actually bet the money line though, because I feel like Jacksonville will win by 1 damn point.
Just some weird outcome. They kick a field goal down 28-30. They kick a field goal to win.
Or, someone falls over again. This time he doesn't get up. The stumble bum. All right, we're at the 4 o'clock games. I got a special halftime announcement at the 4 o'clock games.
Halftime announcement.
Bebe soda. Ay, visita, que está chula. Ay, bendito, una como que puede ser de pena, como, ay, bendito. No que están pasando por un mal momento. Pero no empecé como que ya estás cansado, como que, ay, bendito. Ya, basta ya. Duro. Coño, duro, cuando algo está duro. Hard. Hard es duro. Tú quieres duro, pero se te da duro, si lo quieres suave, suave.
Oh!
Un poquito de español para todos, un poquito español para todos. Hablo español cuando Bad Bunny aquí, sí, por supuesto.
But I can't understand the words.
Just a little bit for our Sin Español familia.
Throw it on Google Translate. Get over it.
Duro has a lot of meanings in español. Duro has a lot of meanings in español. I want to bet the Raiders spread, but until Geno stops turning the ball over, this is where I go.
I hate the Raiders. I hate the Raiders.
John, calm down.
Dan, calm down. I can't bet them, man. Every time I bet them, whether it's win or lose, I lose.
I am waiting for this parlay to be blown up by Jacksonville winning by 1 point and the Raiders losing.
If I'm ever one away, I'm gonna be a grumpy motherfucker on this podcast, man. Because if I'm ever one away, I was 3 away one time, and that was pretty stressful because two of them came in the late game, the Monday night game and the Thursday night game, or Monday night game and the Sunday night game, sorry. And then one in the late game. That's what it was. So I went through the morning slate and got them all.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't bet the Raiders at 1-2 with your money. I do not like this bet at all. I just don't know if either of these teams can win. That's the real problem.
It's a game where people be playing not to lose.
Wasn't that a college game that ended like 3-2? Or no, 3-3, then it went to or 0-0, then it went to overtime. That's what it was.
If the Raiders defense can't stop the Titans offense, I know they got Tony Pollard back. I know they got to win. I know all that. But if the Raiders defense can't stop this offense, shame on them, because maybe Pete Carroll should have stayed retired. I thought the Raiders would be a real scrappy team this year with Pete Carroll at the helm.
They should be. They're just turning the ball over too much.
And maybe Geno's back to where Geno is Geno. I don't know.
Geno was bad.
It's a big difference. He doesn't have DK streaking the field.
I know not all our viewers are this old, but Geno used to play for the Jets and he was horrendous.
Bad. So maybe Geno is just Geno now. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like 14.
It's too high. It's too damn high.
I know Joe Flacco is coming out of nowhere starting for the Bengals, but don't forget, he did it for the Browns already once.
I want nothing to do with it. I don't care if the Browns did it. I don't care who did it. I just don't touch the game. It's not a real game. The Bengals are not a real team. No, not 14. Buffalo couldn't cover it against a bad team. Green Bay hasn't blown anyone out really yet. No.
That's the other part. Green Bay hasn't scored more than 24 points in a game. So what are they going to win? 24-9? Like, what? I don't get Vegas's line here.
And what if Joe Flacco at least gets the ball off competitively enough to get it to Jamar Chase for 10 catches?
And he's got a better arm. He's got a much better arm than the guy John Browning. He's got a much better arm.
Yeah. I hate the
game.
It's not worth betting. It's not a real NFL game. Any spread over 10 points is not a real NFL game.
Maybe game of the week?
It's the game of the week, yeah. Man, it could be. I'm
going here just because I spread wise.
As the intro said before, the books are on Tampa, and they got blown out by Blake Purdy. I don't know, man. San Francisco has been my absolute bugaboo this entire season. I just do not know how they keep winning games.
They have a top 5 NFL coach. I mean,
he must just be that good. I mean, that's really it. How are you scoring with CMC left the Panthers because he didn't have any talent on the team? And I was playing for San Francisco, and it's still just him. He's getting 40 touches a game at sometimes. I just think Tampa outscores them. They're at home. San Francisco's got to come all this way in the heat. Yeah, I don't know. These are two magic teams that have won a lot of games by very little points in the end of the season or end of games.
We got a new viewer.
What's up, Derek?
I like the money line for the parlay. I don't know, man. This is the thing: is every game's been close for the Bucks.
But here's the thing, and your coach matchup, San Francisco definitely has it. So if it's a close game, which it's saying it should be, maybe San Francisco has it. But if you're telling me who's going to do a winning drive at the end of the game, Blake Purdy or Baker Mayfield, I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield. I'm choosing this purely because I think Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback.
I agree. I mean, I know Mac Jones gets love on this show, but Tampa Bay is just a better football team.
Who? Mac Jones.
Tampa Bay is just a better football team, and Ibuka is going to win Rookie of the Year. I don't even think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Tampa's a superior team, and I think San Francisco has a lot of divisional games where they've really kind of taken advantage of knowing the teams they're playing, and they've gotten themselves in a good place in the division. But this is playing out of the division. It's a long ride.
That's a long ride to Tampa Bay from San Francisco.
It's a long way.
There we go, baby. Wrong team favored.
It's definitely WTF.
Not surprised. He's got big onions. I mean, this is a bold.
He's got big onions.
Is anybody going to start talking about the Detroit Lions defense at some point? Because it looks
clearly no one's in this game because look at the over-under. It's 52.
Look at the over. That's what I was saying. How is the over at 52.5 when you have two defenses that have been playing really well?
But also, okay, so Kansas City has shown some sparks against bad teams and bad defenses. What are they going to do when they can't run against the Lions? And Aiden Hutchinson's pinning his ears back every single play.
Actually, forget that. I'm going here.
Yeah, no, you don't need it. It's money line.
I don't need to win this game. The Lions are going to dominate this game. And I said it at the time in the preseason show, they shouldn't have played Brock Purdy. They shouldn't have paid the man. They should have just rolled with Mac Jones.
Yeah, I agree. But in this
They could have
instance,
bought offensive weapons for what they paid Purdy. So,
but the focus on hand, I don't see the Chiefs as this dominant team. Like what? The Lions are out there scoring 40 points a game on people and covering every spread. The Chiefs are barely beating some teams and kind of showing up against others. Like they just lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who we didn't think was a good team, and now they're favored by 2.5 at home.
This is the big thing.
The Lions have beat them at home.
The Lions are going to be the straw that broke the Chiefs back this season. They will not recover from this game.
I just don't get it. I just don't understand the line. I just don't know how you lose to Jacksonville and then you're favored at home against a team that has performed better than you all season. I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes at home.
Also, like they haven't faced an offense. I know that this is the thing. We just talked about how bad the Ravens look. They gave up 36 points to the Ravens or something like that?
They gave up 31 points to Jacksonville. It was a very one-sided offense. And you have a non-functioning receiver one in Jacksonville. Like Brian Thomas is catching 30% of his targets.
Who's gonna cover Sun God? Who's gonna stop Gibby? I don't know, man.
Chris Jones is gonna make the difference. The guy who watched Trevor Lawrence walk into the end zone.
We gotta be careful because there was a play where Aiden completely gave up on chasing the running back last week.
Well, there's a difference between the final play of the game and being up multiple scores. Very different.
I love Patrick Mahomes.
There's business decisions, and then there's Chris Jones' fat ass should have tackled Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I think that what I think this is based on is, unlike last time the Lions faced the Chiefs at the Chiefs, where they already proved they can win, they are a complete team this time. And the Lions are down, maybe up until the time he got hurt, the best corner in the NFL this season. So maybe that's being factored in, but I don't think it's going to matter because Aiden's going to feast on this archaic, ancient offensive line.
Aiden Smith might be in too.
I'm not afraid of Kelsey because honestly, Anzalone, he covered 2 tight ends in a row who are both good receiving tight ends, man-to-man the entire game, and looked great.
That's a big adjustment the Lions have definitely made. I think Campbell was covering tight ends early in the season, and I think as Anzalone's gotten healthy, they've switched him over to a cover linebacker, and I think that's helped a lot. But honestly, Kelsey's a big physical tight end, right? He gets separation through his physicality. First off, he's not going to get break off this defensive line that the Lions are going to hit him every time, or at least they should. And secondly, Jack Campbell can run with him. So can
Aleem McNeil should be active. So they have 3 starting D tackles, basically.
Joseph can lurk in there too. Go ahead and throw it over the middle. Wait for him to sit and robber and just walk right in front of one of those.
Kirby Joseph is playing like an all-pro. Branch has been amazing. If anything, they might. But that's the thing is, Mahomes doesn't throw to his receivers. And that's where he's going to have to go if they want to win this game. They're going to have to throw to receivers because that's the one place where the defense is down right now because of injuries, is that corner. Now, Rocky Sin has looked great, and Amik Robinson is a dog. So I still trust them. They are the Lions are on a mission.
Don't forget that Bo Nix scored more on Philadelphia than our man here, Patrick Mahomes did.
Yeah, I didn't it's just not the Chiefs here. And
I don't think it's any of the powerhouses here. So this was a really cool stat that someone said. It's been since 2017 that Lamar Jackson or the Ravens, the Bills, and the Chiefs have lost in the same week.
Wow. Changing the guard, maybe.
If not, just how many seasons in a row can you go to the playoffs?
Possible upset in San Francisco.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But Detroit definitely be fine. Okay, wait. Did I have this at the right number? Yeah. I mean, Buffalo's not covering any big spreads.
No,
they're not. They
it's
really
at
really are
Atlanta. Bijan. You know what I like is like I like Bijan and Daly this week. They're
I just
coming
like
off a bye at home.
I really just like having over 3 in this game. Like anything over 3, I'm like happy about. And like Buffalo has had to come back and wins, and they haven't been overly dominant, especially against good offenses. I think the over-under is completely justified. I think this is a really fun game. I think if you can get really cheap elsewhere, well, is there a Monday 2 lineup? Can you run the 2 lineup in Mondays?
Yeah, so they do the they have a name for it when it's kind of like they'll do three matchups for a Sunday night slate.
Yeah, so I think because man, like it would be so fun to run like a Josh Allen to Bijan stack or on both sides, and you think you get both sides of that, and then you just run really cheap elsewhere. It'd be interesting. But
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
it's going to work
agree.
on Monday night when you also have Caleb and Jaden playing it against bad
Right?
offenses,
Like-
too. You have 2 basically 50-point over-unders on the same night. So there's going to be points scored, or at least they think there's going to be.
I think there'll be points scored in this game for sure. And I don't want to lay a 50-point over though. Oh my God, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm smashed for a reason. I like the Bills to win, and I like the over. There's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game, not a lot of defense. The Bills' defense is reeling right now because they got gashed up the middle. That's why I like Bijan this week. The Bills just got gashed up the middle against New England last week. Gashed, absolutely, just kicked in the face.
And not a great run offense. New England's run offense is okay, but they fumble a lot. They're inconsistent. They're running 3 running backs. Like they don't have a starter.
Atlanta is not there yet, but I like the direction that Atlanta is heading. I picked them as like an underdog to start the season. I'm sticking with it. Like, they're going to be up and down all season just because they're so young. But
Buffalo's got to win this game, though. They got to keep Jacksonville off their heels for
that's
one seed.
Buffalo's going to win. I don't like the spread. Buffalo's going to win. I don't know how tight it's going to be, but it's going to be a high-scoring game. Think about it like a 30-25 kind of game.
Some weird 2-point conversion.
No, field goals, man. I think they're going to hold. Falcons are going to move the ball, and they're going to hold the Falcons at field goals a lot.
It's possible. Michael Penis can't get in the end zone.
Yeah. This is an interesting game just because the North has suddenly become underneath the Lions variable. And so the Bears have a chance coming off a bye. The Bears have a chance to stay in that wild card hunt, and the Commanders look perfectly beatable. The problem is Jaden Daniels is 1 week healthier, right?
Yeah.
So what does your model say? What do you got as far as a number on this? Because
I make the Commies a 5-point favorite. I'm right on it.
4.5.
You get 2. Basically, they're saying that the Commies are about a 3-point favorite at a neutral, and anywhere from and they're getting 1.5 to 2 points for being at home, which I think is probably fair. I mean, you're talking about a playoff team versus a non-playoff team the prior season. Theoretically, you have the much better quarterback in Jaden, and you're probably you got to say Dan Quinn's the better coach at this point because he already took his team to the playoffs.
Dan Quinn is the better coach. Jaden Daniels is the better quarterback.
Debo, like how's Chicago stopping that offense, right? Like Debo's really good. Bill's fast, makes good cuts. Scary Terry will be back again. Whereas like Chicago, like I could see the Commanders finding a way to stop Chicago. What if DeAndre Swift just falls on his face like he always does? What if Caleb Williams just turns into a pumpkin again and the Commanders, Dan Quinn brings, blitzes?
That's the other part. I mean, they might just bring some kind of weird exotic blitz package that Caleb Williams just can't handle. Yeah, I'm going the money line. I
think the Bears are competitive this season. But the Commanders beat the Lions in the playoffs. Like I'm not forgetting that fact ever. Like I mean, I know our defense wasn't there, but still.
Let's see how much I'm going to win this week. 1488. I went light this week. I must have picked too much juice this week, man.
Dude, you took a lot of. You took 2 -7 money lines.
Yeah, I did. There we go.
That'll be a good one though. Trying to think of anything else. So if we look at offensive player of the year here, defensive player of the year, let's see in an awards area. I know that the Smokers Lounge is in on JSN at 20-1. I think everyone likes JSN. That has almost the same stat line that Puka Nacua has, and somehow he's 10 times higher bet.
You can get the Lions Buffalo plus 1,300 for the Super Bowl right now. Why do I want to put $100 on that?
It's not even winner, right? It's just
that's the outcome.
That's not a bad one. Then you can just if they both make the playoffs, you can just hedge off of it a lot.
Yeah.
Too. Let's see. Like you said, Ibuka Oroy pretty much has it at this point, but Genti and Dart are on the player. MVP is crazy, right? Because Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are number 1 and 2.
I still to this day, this is wild to me that Jared Goff is still plus 1,500.
Yeah, I just don't know if you can close your eyes and see it unless they win.
Somehow Jordan Love is still favored over Jared Goff.
I think people still have Green Bay power rated over the Lions. It's just we just didn't see Green Bay last week.
I can't wait till they come to Detroit.
I hope so. I mean, it was a tough start.
Freaking team in the face.
Yeah, I mean, just Josh
Baker Mayfield plus 800 though. That
Josh Allen at like 2-1 just feels really aggressive. Like that's a lot. Like he's got to not get hurt, and they have to keep winning. And all of a sudden, they didn't look like New England went and beat them at their own house. Like that's not a thing.
Ooh, I got Shamar Stewart at plus 500. Now he's plus 2,200 for defensive rookie of the year.
Little closing line value.
Yep.
Let me tell you what you can't eat on closing line value.
I told you, Jonathan. So Jonathan Taylor now is plus 300. Now Puka's still beating him out for offensive player of the year.
So
didn't you lay Gibbs pretty decent?
Gibby, yeah, I laid him relatively high. He's still 20-1 though. It's not like I couldn't get back in on that. Hutchie's 3-1 for defensive player of the year.
I'm sticking by it, man. My question is, so this is what's weird. I don't understand how he's plus 300 for defensive player of the year. I don't see him on comeback player of the year.
How is that even? He's 3-1, 280.
Oh, there he is. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses, man. I scrolled past it. I mean, if he wins defensive player of the year, isn't it a lock to win comeback player of the year?
See, I think they would just give it to someone else in that instance.
That's dumb.
So, our old friend Jim Bob Cooter is leading assistant coach of the year.
Where is he?
Maybe Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, or maybe did he go back to Tampa Bay?
Ooh, maybe Tampa. Maybe that's where he's at. I don't know where
Johnny Morton's at plus 700 for it. Nobody thought he'd be there. Honestly, the person that needs to get love in this is Kelvin Shepard, and he's plus 2,000. Shepard.
Jim Bob Cooter's over in Indianapolis.
Oh, good call.
So, okay, and you can't say Johnny Morton because there was a player named
Johnny Morton. I know.
What do you think about that, Jay Leno? Huh?
Jay Leno, huh? But John Martin at plus 700, I kind of like that. But I think Calvin Shepard at plus 2,000 is even better because the Lions' defenses looked really, really good.
Again, though, don't you just give that to Aiden?
Oh, God, that's stupid. That's a stupid rule. It's not a rule. That's a stupid logic. It's like if somebody, it's the same thing when they do high school awards, right? And it's like, well, that person was this already. Shut up. You're either it or you're not. There's no award for like good feeling here. Either somebody is or they aren't. And if you're the defensive player of the year and you were hurt last year, you should probably be comeback player of the year.
Just listen to them, Larry. Get over here. Anything you want, Larry. Anything you want.
That's bullshit.
I don't know. I just like the wealth to be shared because the Lions always sucked, right? And when the Lions sucked, they never were up for anything.
Yeah, they never got any awards ever.
So it's
Only
just like-
Matt Stafford for years. Well, Calvin Johnson, we got to say. I mean, like
individual accolades, nothing team related. But, yeah, I think we nailed it all. I like
gave some daily advice. The Lions are going to be too expensive this week. I almost guarantee you. With that line being 49.5, the lines will be too expensive. Don't hit them up on daily.
But can you afford not to at a 52.5 over under?
But that's is it 50?
You don't
I thought
play
it was
enough golf.
49.5. I mixed them up with another game.
You don't play enough golf DFS to understand this. Like Scotty Scheffler gets played at 70%. You still have to play him because he wins 90% of the time. Like it sucks. I hate it, but like.
And I lost my parlay last week on the Lions only because J-Mo wasn't involved in the game. And so this week I think I'm going to double down. How stupid am I? I'm going to double down and hit it again on J-Mo this week to get involved and tear the roof off that cover 2 defense.
You know what you should do? You should do I don't know where you bet longest reception. J-Mo longest reception. And then I think it's DraftKings. One of them has like whoever scores the longest touchdown that game, you get like of the week, it's like a share of like huge bonus bets.
A bonus bet, yeah.
So you could do J-Mo 2 tutties, probably get like 10-1 on that.
I don't think he's gonna get 2 tutties, but I like him to catch a long pass this week.
Gonna blow the roof off the joint.
He's right off that cover 2, man. He's too fast and those safeties are too slow.
Who plays cover 2 anymore? 3 deep, baby.
Everybody plays 2 shell. Come on.
Everyone should be playing 3 shell.
Well, against the Lions. That's what happened last week. Like all that the Bengals did the whole time, they dropped 3 people 25 yards deep almost every play. This is wild. I was like, they are really afraid of the Lions going downtown on them.
Hey man, happens.
That's why Allen Run it's such a huge game.
Yeah, I think we got it. I think we've gone through everything. I think we got good advice throughout. I like Atlanta, I like Denver, I like Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, and Tampa Bay. Those are the teams. So we got 7 teams with my model with a 1.5 point difference. So we'll see how it goes.
See how it rolls. And maybe our friend Derek is right about the Browns and Niners having some upsets.
No, I don't believe that. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Come obviously like, subscribe, all those things. The Scene Snobs again, still doing horror throughout all of the season. We'll be back next probably Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. The schedule moves around.
Yeah.
But we'll be back before the Thursday night game. How about that? That's our rule.
And that's a good goal.
That's our goal for the week. I don't think I got anything else. So
thanks for
see everyone
tuning in
later, and thanks for stopping by, San Diego.